tackle. So just talk about that. And even though you might have everything in place, you still got to make the play, right?
Oh yeah, that goes without saying. And first off, let me say Cam's a great player. That's why he's here. That's why he's in the SEC, because he's able to make plays. He's a big playmaker. He's probably their best player on offense. But as far as making plays, we've actually got a highlight reel of the way to tackle Cam. You don't really want to come in low on him. He's a big guy, so he likes to stiff arm, he likes to cut back. So you got to be aware of that. But ultimately, I feel like if we do the scheme that Coach Saban has dialed up and we win in the defensive line, I feel like we'll do a pretty good job of slowing Cam down.
Dante, how does he compare to a guy like Tebow? I mean, I don't want to ask you if he's better than Tebow, but I mean, he's very similar. Have you seen a guy who's that effective, who carries a team like he does? He always reminds a lot of people of Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, the way he was able to carry the ball, and the way he had so much effect on the fan base as well as the team, offensive and defensively. But Cam's a little bit different. Tim Tebow was he was able to throw the ball pretty well, and he was always a downhill runner. But you see Cam making plays that you wouldn't necessarily expect. You got two guys on his back, and you stiff arm on one guy, and the next thing you know, he breaks out with a 42-yard run. But that's just when you got to get in the film room. You got to see the things that he likes to do, like the way he likes to set you up for cutbacks. When he likes to use the stiff arm, what gaps he likes to run through on certain powers and counters, and what he likes to do. So it's all about us getting in the film room and being able to slow him down. He's a really good player. But they're not a one-man team, right? They've got a bunch.
Oh no, they got a lot of guys. Dyer, the freshman, he's pretty good. McCaleb comes in a lot. Fannon's there too. They got all kind of weapons. So you can't really just say let's put 11 guys in the box. Because you can't do that. They got some really good receivers too, so you got to be aware of that. But I feel like we feel like he sets up pretty much their whole offense, because you can't really just key on one player.
What does a win in this game do for a Crimson Tiger's legacy?
A lot. That being said, it's the Iron Bowl. There's not too many games that's bigger than the Iron Bowl. Other than maybe the national championship. But even people in this state would beg to differ that they would rather win the Iron Bowl than the national championship. So this game right here means a lot to us.
You guys, I don't know what the official line is on the game right now, but some people are considering you guys, I guess, the underdogs. Do you look at that? Do you guys relish that role, so to speak? Does it make you play a little looser?
I don't think so. Like I just said, you playing against Auburn. It's always going to be a tough, hard game. Even if we were, 2-9 and they were, like they are 11-0. I mean, it doesn't matter. First, it's the SEC, and then it's the Iron Bowl game. Everything's going to come out. It's going to be a tough physical game.
Anything else, guys? Last year, Dante, you guys were the ones that were playing for possible SEC championship and national championship. Now the roles are reversed per se. Do you feel like that the pressure is more on them? You talk about just the roles reversed, or what they're maybe thinking.
I don't know. I think they're set on playing in the SEC championship right now, but like I said, it's the Iron Bowl. Regardless of what goes on after this game, we want to be able to say that we won this year. This is basically a state championship. Who can say who won? Who can say who's the better team of the state this year? So I mean that's what we're thinking. I'm pretty sure they're thinking the same thing.
After 11 games, how comfortable are you with the other guys around you on defense now, all the new faces?
I feel very comfortable. At the beginning of the season, we had hit a couple of rough sides and bumps in the road. Going against Arkansas, having to come back in the fourth quarter, and having some games that we came out and we struggled a little bit in the first half. But I feel like now, these last couple of games that those freshmen and guys that didn't get to play that much last year, they stepped up and matured a lot.
You didn't get to play in this game last year. How hungry are you to get back on the field for an Iron Bowl?
Oh yeah, I'm very hungry. Last year the Auburn game was actually one of the games I was most interested in, and not being a part of that victory last year, I'm hoping to get out there and get one this year.
Thanks, Dante.